I have always been a big fan of zoos, and I think they're fascinating to visit, and they were always a great place to learn new things about animals. I was even a docent at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo when I lived in Indiana, so when I moved to Irmo, Riverbanks Zoo and Garden was one of the first places I visited. You won't be disappointed when you visit this zoo. Here at the Riverbanks Zoo, you'll have many opportunities to experience the animals firsthand. A visit to the zoo will play host to an array of wild adventures, from watching a diving expedition on the Pacific Coral Reef to feeding a giraffe on the plains of Africa to an interactive outback encounter with a flock of sociable lorikeets. You can put your balance to the test and step up to the Sky High Safari Challenge. The 4-story vertical ropes course is the first of its kind at Riverbanks, with more than 33 ropes obstacles, rickety bridges, tight ropes, cargo nets, and more. Parent tip: there is an additional fee for the Sky High Safari. The little ones love to take a spin on the endangered species carousel. I know Columbia summers can be rather hot, and one of the perfect ways to stay cool all summer long is to visit the Waterfall Junction. Kids will love exploring the giant tree houses or getting splashed by the 25-foot cascading waterfall. Even better, entry to Waterfall Junction is included with the general park admission. The brand new Darnall W. and Susan F. Boyd Aquarium and Reptile Conservation Center is expected to be completed during the fall of 2022. Within the Conservation Center, guests are able to witness the propagation of coral species as part of the new Coral Conservation Lab. You can see Pacific octopus, 8 species of leaf-tailed geckos, and many more behind-the-scenes conservation efforts taking place daily at Riverbanks Zoo. The goal of the zoo is to connect people with nature, and you'll see that for sure at the Conservation Center. Riverbanks Zoo and Garden plays host to a lot of activities outside of the normal operating hours. What better way to ring in Columbia spring season than with close friends, a glass of wine, and beautiful gardens at the Riverbanks Zoo. You get to sip varieties of domestic and imported wines in one of the nation's most beautiful and inspiring public gardens. You get to listen to live music, sample light bites from local restaurants, and gab about grapes with wine experts. Let me warn you though, this event sells super fast. Another signature event is the Brew at the Zoo. It's usually held in August. It's dubbed by the zoo as the coolest Sud Sippin' Safari. This event allows guests to sip on cold beverages while strolling through the zoo. There are so many fun activities. Don't forget about the Brew at the Zoo. This family-friendly Halloween event runs from October 20th to the 30th. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. each evening. Children 12 and under are invited to wear costumes for a spook fest complete with Frankenstein's foam zone, an eeky freaky DJ dance party, and a trick-or-treat trail with candy and more. Please note that all tickets must be purchased in advance. One of my personal favorites is visiting the Lights Before Christmas at Riverbanks, where you can see millions of twinkling lights while exploring the zoo. You can take your photo with Santa, roast marshmallows at the Jingle Bell bonfire, and a special treat for us South Carolinians is the nightly snow at Riverbanks during the Lights Before Christmas.
As you can see, there is so much to do at the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden here in Columbia, South Carolina. The experience that you get when visiting Riverbanks is something you will never forget.
This is Jill Hydrick with Exit Real Estate Consultants, and Columbia is my town.